Today's ridiculous theory. Is it the lemon tart that you want, Lower Needy? It is Lower Needy? Lower Needy. Lower Needy! That, oh yes, perfect. Is it the first lemon tart you want? Because that's sweet, that's not sweet, and it's like, it's low calorie. So, is this what you want? Is this what you want from me? It really got the juices flowing. Okay, healthy papaya salad, mixed flavors of soup. It's sounding very promising. And this cool dessert. Even Guildhall can't set a puzzle that a Layton can't solve. We've got male lower needed idea meal. Alright, cool. Hey guys, Vindas here. Do you remember me? I remember me. And we're playing some Katrielle Layton. And yeah, we were heading back to the engine room because we need to investigate this switch. That's right, the switch for the crane. Because we were down in the engine room when the statue went missing. So let's see what's going on here. Hey, Dexwabber. What you lot be doing down here then? We're sorry to disturb you, but we're investigating the stolen goddess statue, you see. You're a ship's engineer, aren't you? Alright, that's right, me lovely. Declan Swabber's the name. Don't let me stop you. You go ahead and investigate. Alright. Well, that was a bit weird. That was just kind of a little bit of a scene that's just like, by the way, this NPC exists. I'm suspicious of you immediately. Immediately. Alright, well, is this the switch for the crane? So this is the switch that turns on the power to the crane by the Grand Lounge. According to Mr. Seaman, if this is off, the crane can't be used. Were we all in the engine room here looking for that angel figurine at the time the goddess statue was taken? And the switch was definitely off then. Just it's still off now. So, either there's kind of bypass, which doesn't seem like that would make sense. There's definitely a connection between the switch and the crane. Or it wasn't, or what we're getting at is that it wasn't actually the crane that was used. Alright, by who? We know it was somebody on board at least. Hey, we got a piece of the pie. Engine room power switch. In order to operate the crane on the deck, the power must be switched on in the engine room, but the switch was seemingly off when the statue was stolen. So yeah, the idea we're getting at here is that it probably wasn't the crane, and in fact the statue was actually made of chocolate and just melted. And it was, yeah, it's all run to the sea and there's none left. That's what I'm choosing to take from this anyway. Right, Dexwabber. Just a quick question. How many people on this know how to use the crane? Navigation officer, yep. Probably the captain, he knows. Most of the time it's old Abel what does it. Him being the navvy. Alright, okay, the navigator, got it. Okay, so it's just the navigator and the captain. Man, I don't know. It makes sense. It's got to be someone on the bridge that does it. That's where the controls are. Abel's got that kind of finicky mind anyhows. You got to have your head screwed on to move them gut heavy things around. Wow. There's some definite slang going on here. Alright, you've been very helpful indeed. What everyone needs to take away from this is that there are a lot of British accents that don't pronounce the first letter of things randomly. Or the last letter of everything, clearly. Especially G's. So, putting together everything we've learnt so far. That's it! Lightning has struck the boat! You've worked something out, have you? I have, Cat. I'll fill you in, but first let's find somewhere we won't be overheard. Out about the deck. What have you managed to deduce? What have you managed to deduce? What have you managed to deduce? I like putting the stress on different words. Let's go out on deck and hear the inspector's theory. Yeah, let's go somewhere like not private, like not inside or anything like that. Not one of our cabins. No, we'll go outside where everyone can hear us. And there's probably people around. The festooned deck. I guess it is kind of empty out here. Alright, so what is it? You've figured it out, you've pegged the culprit. Given that we've got 2 out of 6 clues, I'm going to go ahead and assume that everything that we're about to hear is completely and totally wrong. Even though Katrielle and I haven't made our deductions yet. Alright, Freddy, enough of your cheek. I do crack the case from time to time, you know. So what I've deduced is that the guilty party must be... Just gonna hold it here for suspense. I have a strong sense of dramatic timing. So does the game. Ship's navigator Able C. Alright, so it definitely wasn't the ship's navigator then. Alright, who else could it be? The man we spoke to on the bridge? Steam was on the bridge where the crane controls are when the statue was taken. To put it another way, there's no one else who could have used the crane at that time in question. It's just going to be like, we're going to have hit an iceberg when we were down in the engine room or something and it just fell off. I don't know. I'm preparing. I'm preparing for it to be something really stupid because it's a Layton game. It did admit to being on the bridge at the right time, and it's true the crane does need to be operated from the bridge, which is why it had to be in. Unfortunately, there's more to operating the crane, though, isn't there? First of all, Captain Pullman tells us you need a key, which only he has. And second of all, the power switch in the engine room has to be in the on position. And the bridge on the top level of the ship, well, the engine room is right down at the bottom. I know how to use maps. So it's a fair amount of time to get between them. Even into the engine room, back to switch on the power to the crane wouldn't leave enough time left over from the 15 minutes to actually use the crane for anything. It takes 15 minutes to get from the top to the bottom. That's... I mean, I know it's a fairly big ship, but that seems generous. Alright, but how else could that whopping great statue have moved? That's the point, isn't it? You have to be on the bridge to operate the crane. But you can't get the engine room back again in the time window we're looking at, and that's where the power switch is. It really seems to be gearing up towards, like, it wasn't the crane. No, it was Nick somehow. I'm beginning to think there's something a little different about this case. What's that supposed to mean? I think if we're going to solve this, Inspector, it's a case of all hands on deck. Yeah, we're still doing the nautical puns. Oh, wait, are we actually going to get everyone on deck? Oh, cutscene.
So what? There's some elaborate plot going on here behind the scenes? Is that what you're saying, Kat?
It's evident that the criminal is both extremely intelligent and a level-headed decision-maker. It can't possibly be him.
You're right. Level-headed, intelligent, an expert, in fact, on everything about this ship.
A mid-case cutscene? A mid-case cutscene? I don't know if I can stomach the concept. Alright, well, if Steven didn't do it, then who did? What, and what was the point of that cutscene? I don't know. So he brought us all out here on deck to tell you made an illogical deduction. I don't see you coming up with anything better. I just haven't built up a full profile of culprit yet. It isn't making sense. Okay, no fighting. The parents are fighting. I have a cunning plan. We're going full Baldric. I'm not sure I want to hear it, do I? Ugh. It's not a plan that I came up with, so it can't be perfect. Oh yes, you do. My cunning plan is this. We redo the angel figurine treasure hunt. So what's kind of about that? What are you hoping to achieve? Katrielle, this is hardly time for more games. There's a very good reason for suggesting it. When the theft happens, we were already underway on the cruise, which means that this very moment the culprit is still on board. You can't be sure of that. What if the blackguard that did it jumped ship and got onto another vessel or something? No, I'm confident that didn't happen. Immediately after we discovered the statue was missing, I looked all around us for other ships just to be sure, just to patch this little plot hole preemptively. Didn't see anything nearby, and there were no missing lifeboats either. And clearly, someone just bought an inflatable dinghy. Like, clearly, someone's just got scuba gear, and they're just clinging to the bottom of the boat right now. Alright, well, assuming this culprit's still on board, I think that's very likely. However, I don't imagine the culprit expected a police officer and a private detective would be on board. If whoever did this deed were already investigating, they might try to destroy some valuable evidence. But if they seem to be playing the treasure hunt game again, what message does that convey? There was certain investigating very thoroughly. I mean, that doesn't Sure, okay. This could also just be an extension of the game. This could all have been pre-planned, and then it's like at the end, oh, isn't it funny? Well done, you figured it out, you get the ticket. That's currently my winning theory. We have a particularly cool and collected criminal here. We need to get to whoever it is to lower their guard if we're going to catch them out. So we should go and ask Full Hold to organise the games again. Let's do it! We want to play some more games! What you said does make sense, but still. Are you sure this isn't just your way of trying to get your hands on the bidding slip? The bidding slip for what? It's gone missing. If I happen to win the bidding slip, I'm not saying it wouldn't be nice, but I knew it was a real reason. Alright, hello my friends, how's the investigation progressing? Have you identified the scoundrel who did this? Oh, it's Full Hold, perfect timing. We have a favour to ask you. Would you be kind enough to organise the treasure hunt game again? We had so much fun the first time. What's the point? The goddess statue is gone. Without the statue, the game's meaningless. Games are meaningless. You heard it here first, folks. Not to worry, sir. It's Miss Layton's cunning plan, you see. It's all part of a ruse to find a missing statue. A cunning plan, you say? I assure you we will locate the statue, so if you could just get the game started again. He seems awfully chill about the whole thing. I know I'm a fan of cunning plans. The more cunning, the better. It's cunning as a fox. I see you have a sense of adventure, so do I. Very well, I will summon the guests and we will play the game again. It will be a shame to waste the entertainment I prepared for you all. Cool, let's do it. We're going to hunt these statues. Except we're probably going to find a big statue. Yeah! Let us waste no time. Come with me to where the next angel figurine is hidden. Let us see. I think we'll go to my cabin. Ah, this is a little bit too extreme here, Mr. Full Hold. Your cabin. As the owner of this festival, I had the pleasure of staying in the deluxe first-class accommodation. Gosh, deluxe and first class? Sounds wizard! My intention for this angel figurine treasure hunt was to showcase my latest creation to my guests. The first-class accommodation is a sight I wish you all to behold. Sweet! Is there a statue in there by any chance? That'd be nice. Wouldn't it be funny if we could like see the statue on the map somewhere? No, unfortunately we can't. That's a shame. I wasn't sure. So yeah, this room. We kind of knew we were going to go to this room eventually. Because, in fact, what other rooms does it look like we're going to go to? In terms of locations, we've explored a decent amount of the ship. We're probably not going to go here because that's just another corridor. But there might be another location up here, maybe. That's kind of my prediction. Either there's a location up here or we've kind of explored everywhere at this point. I'm not sure which. Are there any more puzzles out here for me to get? No. I don't really care. Fine, sure. If you don't have a puzzle. If you don't have a puzzle, what's the point in your even existence? Jeez. Alright, let's head to the deluxe first class cabin. So that we can start having a look around for hint coins and statues and all the other things associated. That's a decently nice room. I mean, it's not massively big, but you know, it's on a ship. It's got a very cool ship model. Yeah. Solid 7 out of 10 room from the looks of it. The most exclusive of the cabins that the Titanic has to offer. I say it's gigantic, and the view makes where we're sleeping look like a kennel. It's so spacious and so well appointed, first class in every way. If we find the statue, can we have the first class accommodations? Yeah. Can we get the first class accommodations if we find the statue? Yeah. That seems like a pretty good deal to me. The unique appeal of the Titanic, the height of luxury but without a prohibitive price tag. Somewhere concealed in this cabin is another angel figurine. Find her. Are we the only ones playing, or are the other guests in on this as well? Alright, just before I do, I need to find hint coins. Oh, I thought that was what she was going to say. That's a shame. Inspector Hastings, Emiliana, quick words, please. What's up, Kat? I thought this was the plan. It is, but while we're looking for the angel, let's also snoop around in here a little. Yeah, that's her detective brain activated. Not so loud, we don't want Mr. Full Hold to overhear. Sorry, alright, catch you. I mean, surely he's expecting us to snoop around if this is part of the game. This was the idea, wasn't it? Pretend we're just playing the game when we're really hunting for clues. It's a good way to avoid arousing suspicion, I agree. Alright, Treasure Hunt Game is a perfect cover for us. If I find the angels, I'll also get that bidding slip. Cool, let's do it. Let's go to the cabin. I don't know why we're so obsessed with this bidding slip when, like, literally the thing that we're bidding on is gone anyway, so... But hey, I'm sure that Katrielle has her reasons. Oh, look! A map-related puzzle. Funny place for a map, this. That's a nautical chart, Shirl. Don't be picky, Ernest. It is a map of the sea. It's strange it's in here, though. I'd expect a cabin like this to have paintings and portraits, not charts. I'm afraid that is my doing. I love the sea, you see, and all things related to it. It's the reason I established my shipping company in the first place. Ah, I see. Yeah. No one notices. No one laughed at that joke, Katrielle, but I did. I liked your little pun that was probably unintentional. Romantic, alluring, mysterious, powerful. I enjoy my adventures, but the sea is my true love. It is my dream to make Bountiful Holdings the largest shipping company in the world, but if I succeed, I will have another dream, a bigger one. I will live out the rest of my days as a hunter of treasure, risking life and live on the high seas. I mean, to go from, like, billionaire business owner to, like, treasure seeker, that's the life I'd want. Gosh, that sounds rather spiffing. There are countless treasures concealed under the waves, sleeping on the seabed, waiting to be found. You're clearly a very passionate man, Miss Fullhold. I'm sure you're right. There must be a lot of undiscovered treasure at the bottom of the oceans. Oh, this map moves. Look. Okay, so this is probably where the statue is. Actually, we're probably going to solve this, and then the wall's going to open up to reveal the actual statue. Puzzle number 103: Fathom the Depths. You've come by a treasure map, which shows various islands. The treasure is located in the middle of an equilateral triangle connecting 3 islands that each contain different shaped ruins. Let's just have a look at this. Okie dokie. Okie dokie. The distance between the points on the map is always equal. Okay. Oh, I think I see the puzzle here. That's neat. That's a neat puzzle, but I will just read out the rest of the question. Select an island, circle it as one of the 3 islands at the corner of the triangle. Select the same island again to reveal the circle. Right, so we need to identify 3 islands that are an equilateral triangle apart. Now, obviously, you can't just make an equilateral triangle. That's just not going to work. So what we can do instead is probably something, something like that this would be an equilateral triangle, right? Something like that, but obviously not quite that. Because obviously there's no equilateral triangle just by following the routes. So the one that we're lacking most is these. So we need to basically, if we pick one, and then we pick, like, a blue one, then we can figure out where the yellow one would have to be. So if we pick that blue one, the yellow one would have to be there. That's clearly not the case. That blue one, the yellow has to be there, so that's not the case. This one, that is an equilateral triangle, is it not? I do think it is.
This should do it, I think. Any mystery at all?
It certainly is. The center of the triangle is the middle of the ocean. You discovered some underwater ruins. Sweet. Very overgrown with fish. Is that a fish on the floor there? I don't know. I don't know. I don't understand. I cannot fathom the depths. We've acquired the recipe for some Genoa ham soup. I don't know if that's pronounced right at all, or if that even is a word. Oh, well done, miss. You found it. And there is the statue. So no, I need to look for hint coins. No, I'm not done. I was supposed to be using this time to snoop, and I was too good. I'm too good at this game. My congratulations, Miss Layton. Brilliant. Allow me to take you to the next treasure hunt location, the bridge. No, we need to snoop. I need to snoop. The bridge again. When we just there to talk to the captain. Seriously, my dogs are barking here. I had no idea there was an angel figurine hidden there, though. Let's go back to the bridge and find it. No, I need to snoop. I need to snoop. Treasure beneath the waves. Alright, so this is his dream. Full horse passion for the sea saw him start his shipbuilding and transportation business. He talks of becoming a treasure hunter and of treasure on the seabed. Did he push the statue overboard so that there'd be treasure on the sea floor waiting for him when he retires? Probably not. That seems a bit ridiculous. But then again, it is a Layton game. When we return, we're going to scour this room for hint coins and any other puzzles that might be around and anything else that there may be to discover. Yippee. Cool, thank you very much, guys. See you next time, folks.